Well, hey, I'm Dr. Nancy Stanley, and I wanted to give you this delicious recipe. Now, first of all, if I don't have your email, you need to give me your email because I'm going to be sending it out in an email later on. But this is just the gist of it. All right, so I started with this chicken. I had about just a bag full of chicken thighs. Now, you can use chicken breast, whatever. Put it in frozen into my Instapot with an onion and about 3/4 cup or a cup of chicken broth, and I let it cook for 14 minutes. That's my magical number. I'm not sure why. And then of course you have to let it cool down, and I just left it for about an hour. And when I came back, I strained it out because you don't want the juice of the chicken, a lot of it in there. And I wanted to show you how I shred the chicken, okay? I just take a piece of it. This is already shredded, as you can see. I just take a piece of it with my fork and I just pull it apart. Now, some people put it in the food processor, but I don't like mine. I like chunks of the meat. I kind of like to know what I'm getting into. So I've already shredded that. So you just see how quickly it's done. It works a lot faster when you don't have, when it's not hot, it works a lot better. But I just use the 2 forks and I just shred it. And then I'm gonna dump this over. There's some onion in here too, because I chunked up the onion. I didn't spend the time to, I got a wild hair thing going on there. I didn't spend the time to make it, make the onion small because I knew it would cook to mush and all I would have to do was mash it up. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put this chicken, I tell you what, I'm gonna do the rest of it first. So here's what I've got. I've got a can of petite diced tomatoes. This is organic in tomato juice. I'm gonna dump that in. I'm gonna turn on the burner. And then this is tomato sauce, organic tomato sauce. And I had this sweet little thing here to help me get it all out. Because if you're paying $1.50 for this can of stuff, you want to get every little morsel out, don't you? Yeah, you sure do. So I'm gonna get that out of there like that. Because if you leave 3 tablespoons or 2 tablespoons in there, or even a tablespoon, that's 25 cents worth of stuff. Yeah. My husband's like, you're kind of silly about that. I'm like, well, it is what it is. Okay. And then the tomato paste. Now, my daughter went to the store and she couldn't find organic tomato paste, so I'm using this regular tomato paste. And I love the taste that tomato paste gives spaghetti and other things. It's such a rich taste. And if you love tomatoes, tomatoes are fruit and they do have a good many carbs, but not, occasionally you can have them. All right, so I'm gonna stir that, let that heat up, and then here's what I'm putting in. I got, in all of this, I've got like about a teaspoon and a half of garlic powder and some black pepper, so I'm gonna go ahead and put that in. And then this is chili powder and cumin, okay? So about a tablespoon of about a teaspoon and a half of chili powder and about a tablespoon of cumin. I just love cumin, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put that in. And then the chicken's gonna go in. This is the quickest, easiest, chili recipe. Is just so easy. I got a lot of chicken, but we like meat. I think you need, women especially, we need about 30 grams of meat 3 times a day, your protein. So that would be about 90 grams, which is about what I need. So that's about a 4-ounce piece of chicken. So if you're not eating but 2 meals a day or 1 meal a day, you need to get that much protein. Our body needs protein. We also need to do resistance training. So I'm about to get over there and do a swerve workout with my group because we literally need that. All right, so the last thing that goes in, and you may be thinking, what is that? All right, this is about 3/4 of a block of cream cheese. I put it in the microwave just to heat it up, and so I'm gonna put that in, and I think I'm gonna need to add some chicken. Let's see, I'm gonna take this out and stir it with it. I'm gonna need to add some chicken broth to it because it's gonna be a little bit thick, but I will add that, and let me grab that out of the fridge. Okay, and don't worry about the fat. Don't worry about leaving the fat. You need the fat. The fat is good. Yep, so I'm just gonna pour in some chicken broth. This is what I actually cooked the chicken in. So that was about 2 cups actually. So there you go. That's about how much you need. Now I'm going to show you what this looks like. And then really all you have to do is bring it to a boil. You don't even have to cook it for long. And then you can taste it and see what you think. If you want to add more spices to it, you can definitely do that. Oh, and I did put some salt. I put a teaspoon of salt, but I had already salted the chicken. So let me just show you what this looks like. Okay, so you see there, it's kind of a lighter color, not your typical chili, but seriously, this is going to be so good in a little while, and I'm just going to let it really just come to a simmer, and then I'm going to turn it down. So let me know. Give me your email if you want to get this recipe. I wanted to show you one thing. Now, this is for the benefit of you new moms, you new housewives, new whatever. Anybody really is for your benefit. Okay. So this just came to me as I had a mess I spilled, and I was cleaning it up. And you know, so here's your way to clean things. So if you've got a spot on your carpet and you've like put your carpet spot remover or whatever on your damp rag, and you clean, and then you actually just keep cleaning that spot with that same, what you're doing is you're wiping what you cleaned off back onto it. So every time you go to wipe, so you go wipe once, change your location, wipe again, change your location, wipe again, change your location, wipe again, and you just keep wiping, but you don't ever double wipe where you just wipe. Does that make sense? I would hope so. Okay, that was just my little tip for the day. All right, I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope I'll get your email, because I really want to share with you this recipe along with some health tips. Have a great day.